Alright, what's up guys? So this is my first attempt at a YouTube video. I am playing Hex, Shards of Fate. I am currently in the arena, and I'm trying for my perfect run, and I'm actually in Tier 4, I'm on like the second or third fight. And I just thought I would go ahead and try and capture this on video. Let me go ahead and turn on some music real quick, just to kinda set the mood or whatever. Does that come up on the stream? Oh, yep, see. Turn off that, okay. And turn on some music. Something nice and easy to listen to. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so we're going into the game. We've got a Technical Genius and Electroid, Tectonic Mega Hulk that we can go ahead and tunnel. We're going up against the Ballistics Expert, and this guy has been a problem for me every time I come into the arena. His powers work really well. So non-combat damage dealt by dwarves and artifacts you control is increased by 1. And then he's using an equipment which you can't see right now, but once he puts out the War Machinist, he's got like a chest piece that says that the War Machinist does 1 damage to each opposing troop and champion, and then it gets increased by 1 by this passive power here. So every time he plays an artifact, which is rather often, if he's got that War Machinist out, it's pretty devastating. So trying to overcome this arena challenge and get that perfect run. This hand is a little slow, but I've got a few resources. I don't want to get screwed, so I think I'm going to go ahead and run it. I'm going to drop Electroid, tunnel Tectonic Mega Hulk. Then I can play Technical Genius and Construction Plans on turn 3. So we'll see how it goes. Our draws might change how the game runs, but we'll see. So he drops a Forge of Kadok. 4, 5. See, he's still bugged out, because 1 for a shard makes 6, and then this would be 7. So he didn't have to shuffle a card back into his deck to play Forge of Kadok, and that's a bug. So slightly unfair advantage for the computer there. And he has an Electroid of his own. Alright. Gearsmith, actually I would love to play Gearsmith on turn 1. Got a lot of 1-cost robots in our deck, like that charge bot right there. I'm not going to take the Tectonic Mega Hulk. It doesn't help to reduce his 10 cost because we actually just tunnel him for 2. But we can take this charge bot and play him for free. That'll give us another charge, which means that on turn 2 we can use our champion power. And when we play the Electroid, he'll be able to attack the block, which is great. We'll go ahead and pass the turn here. Rocket Ranger. Okay, so because he has an artifact, actually he has 2 artifacts, but because he has an artifact, he has flight. When he controls 3 artifacts, it'll get +2/+2. And while you control 5 or more artifacts, when this attacks, it deals 4 damage to target opposing champion. So that's pretty rough. Hopefully I'll draw into a Crackling Bolt or a Burn. I am running both of those in my deck. So low cost removal is really great. War Machinist is pretty good. So let's go ahead and put down a War Machinist. So we've got our 3rd charge. So we'll put down the War Machinist first. And he says, when an artifact enters play under your control, it just deals 1 damage to each opposing champion. So we'll use our champion power to put down a Worker Bot. That'll deal the damage. Then we'll play the Electroid. That'll deal the damage. And the Electroid is now capable of attacking and blocking because I have 4 or more dwarf and or robot troops. So I have 5 of those right now. And the Rocket Ranger can block. He'd kill one of my guys, and I'd really only be sinking 1 damage, so I'm not going to attack. So next turn we can maybe play our Technical Genius and tunnel our Mega Hulk, and that'll get him coming out pretty quick. He's got a scrap welder. He's gonna fly in for 7 damage here. That's a little rough for us, but it doesn't. It's not. We're not dead. So, and now the welder goes to the ground and becomes a 2-2. Okay, so resource. Play the technical genius, and we'll go ahead and tunnel our 9-cost Mega Hulk. Wait, what happened? Oh, that was only our 3rd resource. I was thinking of charges. I got ahead of myself. That's okay. We'll play the construction plans War Hulk, deal the damage. And now he doesn't have any blockers, so I can go ahead and swing in. I can just go ahead and swing in with everything. Try and sink as much damage into this guy as we can as quickly as possible. I do not like facing the ballistic expert. The second that he puts down something that does damage, I'm in a lot of trouble because my troops are all very fragile. So he's swinging in with everything. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more damage is a bit much. We can go ahead and block the scrap welder and keep one of our troops. Or I could just chump the Electroid and take 4. So I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and chump the Electroid. I'm going to do that. I'm going to chump the Electroid and take 4. So we make sure we declare the block, and then we'll go ahead and use the Construction Plans War Hulk to exhaust 2 dwarves to put 2 construction counters on that plans before the battle damage happens, and that worker bot goes away. See, there's that war machinist. So now I'm in trouble. Now I'm like really afraid of that thing. I'm really hoping to draw a burn or a crackling bolt because I hate that guy. He will wipe our board with just 1 or 2 artifacts played. Boy, oh boy, not a fan. Let's tunnel our Mega Hulk. See how long this lasts. I'm just gonna swing in with the Electroid here. No, you know what? Let's see if he wants to trade anything. If he wants to trade for that War Machinist, I'll take it. I'll save mine. Alright, cool. I will kill your War Machinist. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah. That was very good for me. I'll take it. So he's gonna... Okay, so he put a power on the Rocket Ranger that allows him to exhaust and deal 1 damage to target champion or troop. And then this actually makes it increase by 1, so it'll be 2 damage, but he doesn't need 1 to kill my War Machinist. I'm going to go ahead and use the plans to tap that guy, or exhaust him before he is dealt the damage to get another counter on my plans. And then he is dead. And our opponent doesn't attack, so we'll put another counter on that. That power is going to go ahead and like keep pinging off those guys. We can go ahead and put this guy out. That's a good thing. Takes 1 more damage from our Terrabot coming into play from the War Machinist. All right. We'll go ahead and nope. He left his Electroid ready, so we're not going to swing. So we'll just pass the turn. At the end of his turn, or sometime during his turn, we'll go ahead and put the last counter on that Construction Plans War Hulk. And then he'll be in play for the Tectonic Mega Hulk's counters, and we'll check on him. He's got Tunneling 11. He loses Tunneling X equal to the number of dwarves and bots that you control at the start of your turn. So he's killing my other War Machinist. That's a bummer, but it was kind of expected. So we come to the end phase. We'll proceed to the end phase so that he can't like respond or do anything else with his second main. And we'll put that last counter on. Transforming the War Hulk plans into a War Hulk troop, which is a 5/5 crush. Well, that's pretty good. And now our tunneling has come down to 6. So should we be able to maintain this many troops on the board, or even 3, If we keep 3 and then tunneling drops to 3, he'll surface next turn. So clear shard, we get a charge power, put down a worker bot. And I think for now, we'll just go ahead and hold the Terrobot back to keep the Rocket Ranger in check. Or I could just be aggressive. Let's see. How much attack do I have on the board? 1, 2, 5. 3 is this 3 is gonna land, so yeah, actually I guess I just full swing here. I just full swing anyway. I was looking at that all wrong. Alright, so the Ballistics Expert has been felled. The board shatters when we get our victory screen. So moving into the next fight, we get a gold pouch. So we're going up against the Darkspire Enforcer, so this will be fight 3 in tier 4. I don't think I'm going to have any problems with the Darkspire Enforcer, so it's really the last 2 fights that are going to scare me. Here in tier 4, the opponents are supposed to have like 3 or 4 pieces of equipment that they're running. But our game seems to have frozen. Boy, I'm really hoping this doesn't give me a match loss. I'm going to go ahead and restart the client, and we'll go ahead and end this video here, and I'll make a part 2.